that card. He handed me the paper. I have it in my room. I've had it in my room for years. It's all about attitude. It's something I look at almost every day. Attitude is everything. So let's go over this. That's why I made a card for you. You can carry it around in your wallet. You can put it in your locker. You can hang it up in your locker, whatever you want. You can look at it every day. I think it's something that's very important. Let's read this together. It's Attitude by Charles Swindoll. The longer I live, the more I realize the impact of attitude on life. How many of y'all agree with that? The impact that attitude has on you. Your attitude daily. Does that have a big impact on you? Yes, sir. Attitude to me is more important than facts. It's more important than the past. It's more important than education. It's more important than money, than circumstances, than failures, than success, than what other people think, say, or do. Raise your hand if you agree with all that. What does that mean to you? All those things, what he's saying, what does that mean? All those words that he's saying, what does that mean? Somebody tell me what does that mean. It defines what?
It defines like if you fail or if you succeed.
All right, it defines your success or failures. What? Defines you yourself, doesn't it? He feels like it's very important, doesn't it? It should be a big part of your life. It will make or break a company, a church, or a home. Will attitude break up a home?
Yes.
Will attitude break up a church? I've actually seen that happen. I've actually seen that happen. The church came back together because of that attitude. How about a team? Will attitude break up a team? I think so too. The remarkable thing is we have a choice every day regarding attitude. Is attitude a choice? So what does that mean that it's a choice? You have the option. You can control.
No one made you be in a negative attitude. Nobody made you have a negative attitude. Who chooses a negative attitude?
Yourself. That's right. That's what it's all about. And that's the remarkable thing about it. We cannot change our past. We cannot change the fact that people will act in a certain way. Can you change what you've done? Can you change if you screw up on a play? Can you change if a teammate screws up on a play? No, but can you have a good attitude about it? How can you have a good attitude if you screw up? What's the most important play? What about for your teammate? So how can your attitude help your team out? Or could it hurt your team if that teammate screws up, right? So attitude is everything about that. We cannot change the inevitable. What's inevitable mean? Yeah, there you go. There's the word I'm looking for. It's destiny. What's going to happen? Can we change what our destiny is? Can we really change our destiny? Can we help lead towards our destiny, though? By what? Change your attitude. The only thing we can do is play the one stream we have, and that's our attitude. And this is the most important part of this whole thing. I'm convinced that life is 10% what happens to me and 90% of how I react to it. Am I right? You're walking down the hall, someone bumps you. May not have been on purpose, they just bump you. How do you react to it? Are you going to turn around and yell at him, scream at him? Or are you just going to kind of look at him and just find out what happens first? What type of attitude are you going to have? A teacher tells you did a bad grade on the test. You got a bad grade on the test. How are you going to react to that? You don't do something bad in the game. How are you going to react to it? Your team is not performing in off season the way you want to perform, leaders. How are you going to react to it? That's what it's all about. It's not that 10%. It's the 90% of how we react to it, right? All right, so I gave you all a fork. I gave you all a fork for a reason. Greatest story I've ever heard about attitude. A lady's dying. She finds out she's dying. She sits down with her preacher and she says, Father, when I'm buried, I want to make sure you put me in my blue dress. He's writing this down. I want a certain psalm. Though while we walk through the valley of shadow of death, well, I know that one. I want Amazing Grace sang at my funeral. Yes, ma'am, Amazing Grace right here. And at my funeral, I want a fork put in my hand. Yes, ma'am. A fork. He's Father, you got to understand, in my house growing up, we had dinner, and Mom started picking up all the plates at the end of dinner, and she said, keep your fork. Hey, keep your fork. Hey, I knew something good was coming, right? What was coming? Something good was coming. She was, so when I die, put a fork in my head. Something good was coming. What type of attitude is that? Was she fearing death? Was she down because of what her fate was? What her destiny was? The greatest story I've ever heard about attitude. Put a fork in your hand, y'all. Because something good's coming. Thank you.